Hey, friends! Hey there, hi there, ho there, you there! Not you, though. I'm just kidding, you two. Hey there, y'all. Hello. Are you all feeling all right? Y'all, are you all good? But, like, are you really, though? Like, really? Like, actually? Because, like, can anyone here say that they are, in fact, good and or great? Fine does not count. Fine means leave me alone, I'm working through it. Ask somebody if they're good and they say I'm fine, what they mean is the food is not as good as I hoped it would be. Ask someone how you look and they say you look fine, what they really mean is I was not prepared to give notes, but I do have them. Unless, like, they lean into it, and then they mean, damn, I wished it looked as good as you. But if you ask somebody how their day, week is going, has been, just is, and they tell you fine, there is another story there. A longer story, one you may not have time for, and that you must make time for in which to hear it, and maybe you do not have that time. Maybe you do not want to spend that time. But in order to unlock the secret history of their day, week, you gotta pony up some cool copper time into their coffer that perhaps you are not willing to part with, which is probably fine, because they're probably just gassy, so it's not even a deal. Who isn't? The key factor in involving yourself in someone's fineness is time. And though it seems that we have that in stock, we are actually in the middle of a supply crisis. Time is going fast because it's almost fucking Christmas. Now, what I said was, it is almost Christmas. Did not say that it is Christmas. Calm down, Walgreens. You have 2 weeks before it's technically Christmas time. And by that, we mean post-Black Friday Guilt Week, which is the official start of Christmas. Note, do not say holidays because you do not mean holidays, America. You mean Christmas. Stop calling it the holiday season Hallmark Channel. When is the last time you did a Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Boxing Day special? And also, please don't. Stick with your basic butternut blonde Christmas specials. That is what you're good at, and that is why we show up. Fact is, that time of the year when it's cold, dark, and every fucking TV movie show is about togetherness and the stores are officially out of everything. That is why you wish people merry. Because damn if it's hard to feel good this time of year. But that's how it goes when the winter's coming. You feel it out there, right? Like, it's sunny, but it doesn't feel sunny. Like, it's pretty when the leaves are changing color, but you know that means they're dying. You're getting off on them dying, like Aunt Gladys just passed and they're reading the will. She was a dick, but shouldn't be that exciting. But I get it. The period of time between fall and winter is a painted landscape of strange chemistry outside, like you fell into a Bob Ross fever dream. Beautiful, but horrifying, because nothing should be that beautiful. There must be something hiding underneath. It's just too fine. What it is, really, is the last chance gasp of glorious brightness before the freeze. And that is why you put up the twinkly lights, that the sails go up and everybody gets real close because winter is coming. So I ask you how you're doing because we're going to get into it, and we need to find ways to get good. Gonna need to find ways to get great. Gonna need to get great at getting good. Gonna need to be champions of good. Like you are Mike Tyson in the last stage of Punch Out Good. Speaking of that, and I know we're all thinking it, how is Mike Tyson doing? Apparently, he's actually good. On November 8th, the city of Miami hosted the largest psychedelic medicine business event ever. That is what they claimed on their website, and it was in bold, so you know that they're for real. Hosted by the content site Microdose, dedicated to the business of psychedelics, they distribute and create the most compelling content, financial analysis, engaging events, and groundbreaking education to drive the psychedelics industry into the forefront of modern medicine. Or so they say on their website. But it's not in bold, so you know they're serious. The Wonderland Miami conference went down at the Adrian Arce Center and boasted some hot celebs taking trips, including Jada and Jaden Smith, and one Michael Gerard Kid Dynamite Tyson. At the conference, Iron Mike told the New York Post about that most excellent psychedelic drug that ultimately got him out of his funk, got his groove back, and back into the ring in 2020. That's right, Toad Venom. More specifically, the venom for the Bufo alvarius toad that lives in the Sonoran Desert. Used to be back in the day, you just pick it up and lick its back, which is a totally normal thing to do to a random toad you find in the desert. And that would produce an intense psychedelic trip 4 to 5 times more powerful than DMT that lasts about an hour. Yeah. People describe the experience as being euphoric, one with the universe, a total fusion with God, and being reborn with just a little bit of vomiting and whiteouts to chase it. Nowadays, the venom is extracted by milking the toad and then dehydrating that into a thick powder that you can smoke, and smoke you can! Mexican shamans have been using it in healing rituals for decades, but now, holy shit, you can do it at home. It's the trendy toad goo that celebs are talking up. But of course, the man won't legalize toad jam. So you'll have to get it from your guy, but be careful because it hits fast and it hits hard. Typically, it takes 5 minutes for this dose of 5-methoxy-methyltryptamine, aka the God molecule, to start the interdimensional head coaster into your inner funk soul brother. And then you just hang there, becoming one with the universe, and according to Mike Tyson, you die. Quote, "In my trips, I have seen that death is beautiful. Life and death both have to be beautiful, but death has a bad rep. The toad taught me that I'm not going to be here forever. There's an expiration date," end quote. Which I gotta say, coming from my experience in the world of getting small, sounds like a good outcome from a freshman year experience. Far be it from me to tell the guy who ate Evander Holyfield ear first and then had his chauffeur hire prostitutes so he could bang in his dressing room before a fight to, quote, keep him from murdering the other guy, not to smoke toad lick and thwarp his way to high-fiving an eternal. That's not for me to say. Sounds to me like it's keeping him good, so keep going. And microdosing is no shake either. It's having its day in the world of modern medicine, as it is showing some promise in treating severe mental conditions. That's the whole reason behind said Wonderland conference, and eventually, Mike Tyson hopes he'll be able to, quote, sell the toad to people legally and help them through the hard times, because who couldn't use a little snortsky of dried batrachian spank every now and then? And fuck it, these days I gargle that pollywog like a bomb pop. You watch the news, you read the comments, no one here is above deep throating some Kermit to get good. That's where we are, and winter is coming. So we're all looking for the brightness right now. For some of us, it's going to be whiskey and a mug cocoa while the trees light up in the square. For others, it's ripping dank clouds of sour diesel by the fire pit when the snow comes down. For a few of the lucky ones, it's banging it out on a rug in a log cabin Airbnb that you got for the week. And for some, it's grinding up some toad gack and touching God face first. Because if you watch the news, read the comments, listen to the conversations in line at a Starbucks, watch the Karens gather at Walmart, or just pay attention to all that's going on and has been, we gotta find a way to get good fast. Because now is no time for fine. I love you. Good night.
Oh my. Chad the